Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday, May 6th. And then I'm looking at my glasses being like, they're not turning back fast enough because I'm nowhere near cool enough to wear dark shades inside. Actually, you know what? I want to be that dude. You go to Europe and you see the dudes that they've let themselves go, but they're still wearing a Speedo and they don't care. They wear their sunglasses inside. They're living their best life.
I have so much stuff.
And they don't care. I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy. So, we remain a week out. I don't know. Where'd you put it?
You grabbed it. You yelled at me and told me if I was going to put it in there.
Right.
I needed to.
I did not. I put it on top of everything with the cameras, and I just picked up the case and put it over there, and there was no iPad.
It was right here. The case, the cameras.
Oh, look. The iPad fell out of the case. It's sitting right there because the case wasn't zippered.
You could have zipped it. You were the last one to have it. We're fighting.
Welcome to today's episode of There's Not Sunglasses. They just turn dark in the sun and they're not turning back fast enough. But I'm saying I want to be like that, you're on a beach in Italy or you're on a beach in Greece.
And
there's that dude who's he smokes cigarettes, he drinks wine. He eats whatever he wants to eat. He's just let it all go, and he doesn't care. He's wearing his Speedo.
Patrick,
he's got a 23-year-old gorgeous wife, and he doesn't give a damn.
You're gonna trade me in. He's trading me in.
Nobody's trading
and then he's gonna let it all
in.
go.
Nobody's trading. I think maybe that's what you do. You trade it in, and then you let it all go.
You better have a lot of money. You better have a lot of money. Because that's the one thing that guy has. It's not just
That's not the one thing. That guy's got all kinds of things. He also has 2 little kids, and you're like, how is it that dude has 2 little kids? How is he doing that?
Because that hot 30-year-old wife. And her biological clock is ticking.
Jeez.
Okay, is he just talking about what he wishes his life was?
No, I was just saying I'm nowhere near cool enough to, but I've always thought maybe one day it could be cool enough to just let it all go and just be out on the beach all tan.
Patrick would never, you know what? Okay, number one, that is not him letting it all go. He likes to be fine for his woman. Number 2, he doesn't like the beach. He would be so, if you made him sit on the beach all day, he would be so angry.
I would be so mad.
Nothing about what he just said makes any sense. It's somebody else's dream.
Or does it?
No, it doesn't. This is right here. This is Patrick's dream right here. Right, babe? So that was somebody else's dream.
Just really quickly, we remain a week out on service. I've been saying this for it's been 4 or 5 weeks. It's been oddly steady in the store, meaning there is just enough machines to keep us somewhere between 2 to 4 days out. So if you are waiting to service your machine, don't
wait.
We got an email yesterday regarding price increases on Brother Sewing machines. So June 1st is the date where our pricing increases. So is that going to change the price of MSRP? I don't know, but it is going to deeply affect our ability to make deals. So.
And that happens June 1st?
June 1st.
Okay. If you've been thinking about it.
Stop thinking.
Yeah, just get it now. Because, when those prices go up, they don't go back down again.
So there are folks that are like, have already talked to me about machines. Like your machines are going to be at the price that we discussed because I will maintain a machine that's purchased pre-tariff pricing. But you are early birds this morning or on time. We're almost always on time. Normally it's like within a minute or two of 7:30.
We're never on
there's
time.
What's known as latency too. No, and you don't know what that latency is. You really don't.
It's not like 5 minutes.
It can be a minute.
Yeah, but it's not like 5 minutes. I didn't even know what the word latency meant. And then, because yesterday when we were setting up, we couldn't get the audio to work. And so we learned there's a button that wasn't on that, we've never touched before, or at least hopefully, maybe I touched it by accident. And that one button was causing all our issues. So I was on so early yesterday, ready to go. I was
but
on,
there was like
and then we
there was
couldn't
like
get it
20 minutes of panic in my house yesterday. And then we would think we figured it out, and then I went back to doing like the housework I was doing. And then I'd hear, sometimes I didn't even hear it. Sometimes Kai heard it. Kai would be like, "Mom's yelling for you." And I'd listen, and I'd hear in the background, "Patrick!"
I yelled because you guys couldn't hear me because our audio wasn't working. But we finally got going. We did all our cutting. I'm going to look.
Whatever you were doing
I thought
yesterday.
it was going to take us 3 hours. It took us 6 hours. And some of you hung tight with me. Yeah, it was 6 hours of prep. Well, no, we got done at 4:15. We started 15 minutes late because of the audio. So it was like 5.5 hours. And, but we're done except for, I have to do the scan and cut part. Scan and cut. So I'm going to look at your comments, but I think I'm going to just heat and bond everything. Just put it in the little pouch and then just cut it as we go.
Somebody asked what type of percentages. So we're going to see, I don't know if there's an NDA attached to it. It's substantial enough that it will be felt. But like I said, nobody ever spends MSRP in this store. So what it'll do is it will increase the price that we are charging. And you will definitely feel it because we sell stuff at low margins. And so it may be greater than the percent that they're kind of just flat rate charging across the board, just because it's going to affect our pricing. So it's substantial, though. It will definitely be felt. So, and we're still going to make good deals. There'll still probably be better deals than you'd get elsewhere. But I was literally on the phone with another dealer talking about what has and hasn't increased in price already when the email came through yesterday.
Yes. All right. Let's go through. We have so much to go through. Number one, Michelle Burrett and Gail Krim are going to be here today because today is their next episode of Quilt Talk, and the topic of the day is going to be batting, which I think is absolutely amazing because I am a one-size-fits-all. I use Hobbs 80/20 for everything, and the reason for that is because I don't know any better. Like, I don't know when I should be using other stuff. I don't even know what really is available and out there. So that's what I use for everything. Although I've used like all cotton for like bowl cozies and, stuff like that. So it'll be great for you to be here for that. It's going to start at 10:30. It will be on YouTube. Michelle is getting them set up right now. Lindsay will be your moderator. And
there should be tracking on your order, Cindy, like it went out yesterday. So I'll look later to see if that didn't attach, but it should be on your should be attached to the order.
We are also doing on Thursday Karen Bowl is doing the freestanding lace earrings sew along. If you don't have the pattern, you could just sign up for the digital download, and I can send that to you immediately. So OESD does something called Designs on Demand, and they have a website set up, or is it like an app, or they have something set up for the retailer where we can go on and purchase that design, and then like Kimberbell does. Like Kimberbell, I can load your design to your account, and you can have access to that immediately. I can do that with all of the OESD designs as well. So she's going to be making, I don't have the sample because she took it home, but those beautiful lace earrings, and that would be such a great project for you to do for your craft fair, as presents, with your granddaughters or your grandsons, because they're just earrings. Be a great thing for you to have them do for Mother's Day, which is going to be on Sunday. So that's going to be Thursday. They're really easy to whip out, and she's going to bling them up with some rhinestones, because Michelle taught me that it's not done until it sparkles. And they look so much cuter with the rhinestones too. We're also doing, this isn't for sure, but I want to do our first Star Spangled Beauty sew along. I just feel like there's so much coming up that I want to get that done. I'll let you know tomorrow if I can swing it, but that might be Thursday afternoon. Round robin. So we are getting ready to do a round robin. That's going to be Michelle and I, and it's going to be on the multi-needle. So we're going to be on the single, we're going to be on the 6, we're going to be on the 10. So if you've been curious about a multi-needle, it is only in the store, because we're physically going to be on the machines, and everyone is going to be working on them. And we're doing 3 different projects. I think we worked it out so each person would at least get to do 2, but you're going to get a kit, and you're going to have everything. So if you want to stick around, you can work on those and finish those up. So I can't remember if that's how we worked it, but you'll be able to do all of the projects. And then, wait a minute. Yes, so we have 2 sessions on Friday, and we have 1 on Saturday if you want to join us for that.
So is there an interactive session in there somewhere? Like, are we doing one online?
Maybe we should do one, huh? Should we have maybe Michelle do one online?
Yeah.
Okay. How do we set that up? Oh, hi, Lori. You should see the mess I made at Lori's area, because I was picking out fabrics, and then Patrick's like, time to go. I was like, okay. And then I left. I meant to clean it all up this morning. Sorry, Lori. We'll figure out how to do that. So, like a demo? I think
yeah,
Michelle
I think you could do it as a demo.
Okay, let's
Didn't
do that.
she do an online round?
She did snippets. I think she did some snippets of that. So, how are we going to do that? How are we doing that?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, Michelle and I will think about that.
So, I think the beautiful luminaire that is here is probably already spoken for. But that's the importance. No, the one that's sitting over there right now. So that's the importance of getting on the list. If you want to be on the list, then you need to let me know. So somebody asked if we're doing a brother sale. Yeah, it's called Buy It Before the Tariffs Hit. You've got 3 weeks before the tariffs hit where you can buy it at its current price.
So, we do that brother sale because we do it
because brother
when
gives us
they pass
the sale.
That 20% off to us, and we get one free, like one of those that we can use anytime.
It's like, don't talk about stuff that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, we don't know if it exists anymore. So we used ours in February, and then we just don't know if they do that sale with us. We'll let you know. But it's not up to us, and we have no idea. But then it's going to be
20% off of a higher price. So the reality is, if there's brother stuff you want,
Send me a note and I can at least quote you a price. And we do have some stuff left over. I don't have any of the magnetic frames that you guys are loving, but I do have some extension tables. I do have some of the regular hoops. Actually,
if anybody wants,
I have one 5x7 that was at that brother sale price. So it was $513.99, and I can do it for $183. Am I like Crazy Eddie? What's his name? Crazy Eddie? So I can do this one for $183.99. Just call as soon as the live feed's over, and I'll save it for you. Or what else? I have a couple inspiration guides. I have some thread stands. The magnifier. I ordered way too many of the magnifiers, so I'll do that at the sale price. And I think it was like $69.99 or something like that instead of like $125. So we can do that as well. Other than that, I can give you great pricing. I mean, it's probably like the normal great. It's better than the pricing that you guys probably get from some of your local dealers. So, so just let us know if there's something that you want.
Are all the magnetic flash hoops sashing frames going to make the normal hoops that come with the machines obsolete? I don't think so, but the reality is they're awesome for their given purposes. They're awesome.
It's like, you know, it's like having a cast iron and then a hex-clad fry pan. You know, they're different. They're different. And but I find that I've been using my 5x7 and my 7x12 the most. I just like that hooping. I like just being able to pull out my magnets and not having to size it and
they're
elbow it in. And they're very stable too. So I just love them. Tina, do you want a 9.5x14? Because I have one left at that brother pricing, which was I think $140 something. So if you want it, call me and just call the store.
But this is one of those scenarios, like, I don't see anything changing. And like, I was talking to the gal that does our marketing this morning, and I said to her, like, I don't want to fearmonger.
Patrick told me, he told me I had to not panic. Because I'm a panicky person.
I had no idea. I guess I knew.
I'm super panicky. Okay, Tina, I'm grabbing that last one for you.
But you were intoxicated all the time.
Patrick, don't say that. Why would you say that?
Well, like when we were young and stupid and...
We did party a lot.
We partied a lot.
Lindsay,
I didn't realize.
I don't know if you can reach that, but can you pull that down for Tina Chamberlain?
I like your hair this morning.
I can't get it to do.
No, I like your hair this morning.
Yeah. Yeah. And then can you pull both of those 6x10s down?
But yeah, so I said to Jeannie, I'm like, everything's gonna be fine. Like the store is in a good position, but the reality is we're dealing with a lot of changes. And here's what's gonna happen: if you want something and you don't get it, you're gonna lose out because this is the way it works. They are increasing prices on January 1st. They are limiting orders from dealers to normal orders. So they're averaging dealers' monthly orders. And if a dealer tries to order more than that right now, they're not allowing it because product is not coming in at replacement volume. So what they don't want is one dealer to get all the product pre-increase. So if you want something, get it because it's not going back. And in an earlier conversation, somebody asked, well, if the tariffs change, are they going to reduce pricing? Did they reduce pricing after COVID when everything went back to normal? It's just not the way it worked, right? So you've seen some inventory reduction stuff going on in various industries, but you've got till June 1st. So after that, the price is different. And I'm also not going to put us in a position where I run out and buy a bunch of product pre-price increase. We've let you know what's happening. And like, you know, everything's going to be fine. You're still going to get a great deal, but your product's going to be more expensive. And that's the world in which we live. So, like I said, I don't want to fearmonger, but to sit and wait and go, oh, the price isn't going to go up. Like, it is happening. It is actively happening in every industry. It's now happening in our store too.
Hey, Debbie, Patrick can call you. She's just asking for pricing on 10 needle. Patrick can call you after the live feed and give you pricing on that, like what we can do. So,
well, I mean, the 10 needles are 24,000. Like a good deal on a 10 needle is about 15 to 16, depending upon financing and everything else. The biggest challenge with a 10 needle is it's not a shippable product without us seeing you. So like 10 needles, we can't ship 6 needles, and single needles we can. So so it just depends on where you are and what you're doing and what we're bundling with it. But you know, we'll make sure that you'll get a great deal.
Oh, I know we don't have our affiliate link up. Yeah. So, we have all the 12 by 24s in stock. Are they not showing in stock here, Miss Marlene? Because we've got them. So, let me check my 12 by 24.
Angela, the Scan and Cut SDX 330 right now is priced at $8.99 and comes with everything included in the box, which is the roller blade, the rotary blade, the auto blade, a couple of mats, and then I bundle it with the fabric blade holder, and the fabric mat. It's a fantastic deal.
So, what were we? I was looking at somebody else's message. Flash frame. Okay. I didn't bring it with me, but if any of you have seen, I've been needling on my 10 needle, and I've been making the Sea of Tranquility. So I've been making this Sea of Tranquility tiling scene by Thomas Kincaid. Yesterday I did 2. I mean, the great thing about it is I can set it and go. The bad thing about it is I set it and go. And so I had one color that I read wrong that was wrong, and I was like, oh, my rocks are purple. Okay, trash can. And that was like 46,000 stitches. And then I did another block during the live feed where I did my first 5 colors right before the live feed. I put in my next 5 colors. Well, I put them in, but I didn't reprogram my needles. So I'm like, the water's yellow. 72 minutes down the drain. So, and then I was mad, so I didn't do any more needling yesterday. But I started again this morning. I set it up with all 10 colors, and hopefully I'll get home and it will have done most of that tiling scene for me before the bobbin runs out. I could check it. I have that app where you can monitor. I have the monitoring app.
Brother Stitch monitoring.
Yeah. I have some fails sometimes, and it's okay.
Sometimes.
What does that mean? Yeah, you wish you didn't say that, did you? Are you saying I have a lot of fails?
Like, I feel like the last couple of weeks have been rough.
Well, you hear the rough things, but do you want to see what's not a fail? Okay, I'm not done yet. I worked really hard. As soon as the live feed ended, I started putting this together. I am not done yet, and the kits are not ready yet. Do not go online. But this is going to be spring is in the air with the gradient fabric. Is that beautiful? I'm sorry, this is gorgeous. There's a couple of things I would have changed. Number one, I did change the letters here. This was the second half that I did, and I changed it to kind of go with the colors as the colors change. I didn't change it over here because I was like, oh, I'll do just all pink. So I started doing pink, and then I dropped in that light pink right there, so I hope it doesn't look bad. But if I did this over, I think I would have started and done like yellow, orange, pink. Oh. Like purple, yellow, orange, pink, or something like that. I did a video, part of what I was so worried about was how to cut the fabric so you would get the gradient so it would make sense and you wouldn't have to have so much fabric. So I figured out the cut. I did a video because you have to cut this. The way you have to cut it is you have to cut it like this. And we'll put a little diagram in. If you don't cut it like this, you're not going to have enough fabric because we're putting in a 20. So I can get as many kits out for you as possible. We're only putting in a 20-inch piece. This is 15 inches. So you have to, because you need 37 inches for the sides. So you have to do the 37-inch and then the tops. It's got to be like this. It's got to be like this. We'll put a note in there. So we'll put a note in there. And then these pieces right here are going to be for your binding strips. So this middle part you need to keep intact. I did 4 cuts, which I think is going to be perfect. You have enough for 5 cuts for the binding. We'll make a little sheet. Lindsay's been our sheet girl. She's so good at it, drawing it all up. So this will go in with your kit. You got to cut it like that or it's not going to work. Yeah, that wasn't a fail, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No. So I'm just finishing up. What I don't have on there is I didn't do my my dimensional flowers, and then I was like, maybe we should do auto split quilt sashing. Or the other thing I was thinking about doing is just looking in the machine to see what sashing quilt designs are in there, because there's some awesome ones that are just built into the machine. So I don't know if it's going to be a sew-along. It is being recorded, though. So if you don't get a sew-along just because there's so much going on, you'll get a whole recorded version of that.
This girl is working way too much. And so that actually goes back to my conversation about our conversation this morning. We were in the car and I just looked at her and I was like, you're really panicked about what's going on right now. And Jeannie's like, yes, I'm panicked. It is what it is.
It's
right?
me. It's me.
It is what it is.
Some people are fine and like Patrick. Some people are like me.
I'm concerned, but you do what you can and you do what you can control. And the things that are outside of your control, you just manage and deal with the best that you can. And so, I think things like that need to be just recorded and videoed because you're working too much.
Yeah, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to fit the sew-along in. So I did.
So no, there is no sew-along.
There will be, but it's being recorded. Everything's being recorded. So you'll at least get a recorded version to go with it. What I'm really nervous about is I'm nervous that you guys don't look at this and you don't cut it like this. This is how you have to cut that fabric.
Because it's recorded too.
I did record that too. I cut that. Don't feel bad for me. I was
so the kits are not up, and there are only how many kits?
Let's not talk about it.
30?
How much is on if we get 20, I think we'll probably get 40. But our kits go so fast.
There's 15 yards on a bowl.
Yes.
That helps.
What's 15? 15 times 20. 15 times 36 divided by 20. What's that? Where's your phone? 15. Do that math for me. 15 times. Oh, we have 2 bolts. So do 30
times 30.
No, 30 times 36.
30 times 36
divided by 20.
Divided by 20. 54.
54 kits. That's not bad. So, I ordered more of the designs too, because I just don't, it's really hard for us to keep, too much. So sometimes, I order 12 at a time, and then when they sell, I'd order more. So please be patient with us with our shipping as well, just because, we are a smaller shop and it's hard for us to we have to kind of order as we go with some stuff. All right. So, can you talk about something really quickly while I write some names down?
That's what she's working
For those of you that are close enough by or not close enough by, like a couple of people have made comments or asked questions. Somebody asked about a price on an Avenir. So here's the deal with the Avenir. We have to see you in order to sell you an Avenir. So Cindy bought an Avenir, but she had somebody in town that could essentially sign for it and get the deal done for her. So it is necessary for us to see you. There happens to be a quilt show coming up in Reno. Great small quilt show, small enough to manage, but active, like lots of good quilts on display and lots of good vendors, including us. It's a great time to come and see us. That is it the 5th through the 7th, Jeannie? It is the June 5th through the 7th. So keep in mind, if you wanted to come see us and travel out to Reno and have an opportunity to get a machine at a great price, somebody made the comment about how expensive their local store is. A lot of you live in areas with zero competition where somebody owns the entire market. If it saves thousands of dollars to come and it costs $800 to get here and home, you've come out ahead. So the Reno Quilt Show is a great opportunity for that. FaceTime does not count as seeing us. Doesn't even come close. The XDX 330 does have an available 12 by 24 mat, but it does not come with one. Where is that design from?
The design it's Janine Babick. I'm trying to say it right. Janine Babick, and it's called Spring is in the Air. And it was last night I was like so tired and I wanted to go to bed, but I was like so close to putting those borders on that I put them on, and they are so, sometimes you just make something and you're like, I just love it. And that was one of those projects that I'm absolutely loving. And I'm still going to be working on the videos, like I said, because I got called out called out. Yes, on the Sew Along by Janelle. She was like, is that going to be a UFO? I was like laughing so hard. Yes, because I have lots of UFOs, but this I will make to completion. Sometimes I'm thinking in my head because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to quilt the borders and how it's going to help you, because I know some of you have never done auto split quilt sashing.
Don't tell us on the live stream that you want a kit. Like, buy them when they're available.
You can tell me.
No.
You can email me.
No. This woman has too much going on in her head already.
But the only thing that's hard for me is what I'm scared of is I'm scared of missing something.
Right.
I'm scared of being like, okay, I'll save you one, and then
so
I
you just have to buy it when it's online. That's how stuff scales.
Yeah, but I've been writing your name down, anyways. That's why I was like, Patrick, can you?
This is why she's like, I have to manage everything in here because it's all in my head. That makes no sense, and it's hard on her. So just buy it when it's online.
Oh, so
I have a 12 by 24 mat? I do have the 12 by 24 mats, Marlene. So you can call the shop, and do we have an order for Marlene right now?
Yeah, I think I do. I have something for the Sacramento girls.
Does the runner come in 2 colorways?
So before I left the store, and I left a huge mess on Lori's work area, I am also gonna do. You want to bring it over here? Stop.
No.
I have a picture of it.
Flowered fabric. It's right underneath this, right here. I tried to just move it over so I could cut it.
If you do not get that gradient, I don't want you to be sad because this is gorgeous too. So this is from Moda's line Wanderlust.
The Sac girls are coming. When are you coming, Marlene? Are you coming today?
Look at this. Is this absolutely beautiful? I mean, it is so pretty. So I don't want you to be sad. If you do not get that, I'm going to kit this for, and you might like this better. Like I showed the one that I did to somebody and they were like, yeah, it's okay. And they got something else. So this is gorgeous. So before I left, I was picking out all the fabric because I'll do another colorway. That's what we did with,
and we have all the blades for the scan and cut
that's what we did for Life is Short. If you didn't get a Life is Short fabric kit, we just put up another one. Karen Bowles stitched it out. I put up a picture of that, and it is cute. It's really, really cute. So don't worry. I'll make sure, well, not for everything, but I'll do my best to try to get you your stuff. It's 10:06. I have a ton of stuff to go through.
Does this mean we're going to do the giveaway tomorrow?
Let's do the giveaway tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah. So this just came in. They've already sold out at Riley Blake. If you're from this area and you love, or even if you're not from this area and you love Lake Tahoe, isn't that cute? Let's put it forward. Do you want it before? Okay, grab one. Lindsay, can you go on to the website and make the take one of the allocations for this off?
But it's online, right? So
It's
if you want
online.
it, get it online. Don't tell us you want
don't
it
tell
here.
me. Don't tell me. I'm not looking out for this one. This is those people that I did write your name down for Spring is in the Air. I'll send you an email so you know your name's on the list. They're right behind Lori, so you could grab one, Gail. So this is it's a pillow panel, but you could do whatever you want with it, and I loved it. Like the colors were so vivid. Aren't those like fun? So I think there's 7 of them left in our store. Actually, I couldn't find them online at all. Like Graydon and I looked for them, and I couldn't see them online. So maybe
It's an A-1 exclusive.
made exclusively for A-1. Now I don't know. I couldn't even find them, but they're so cute. Get that? I would not wait on that one. Watch me say that, and then they all pop up. Suddenly, everyone has them. This just came out. This isn't up yet, though, but I just want to let you know it's coming. We're gonna put it up in 2 ways. So we're gonna put it up because you need the hardware for it.
This is a zippy bag.
This is not zippy bag. Minky Kim's new panel. So this will go up this week. There'll be plenty. So I don't want you to stress out about this one.
It's a day of panic buying. They run vacuum
Some
and
of them
sewing.
you've got to panic buy. Some of them you don't have to. This is her Sunset Ridge back. Do you see how your end is so high up? There.
But I'm sitting.
Okay, and so this panel, you're going to be able to make 2 backpacks. You need 2 sets of hardware. So this is the hardware that goes with it. We're going to kit it, the panel, with 2 sets of hardware. That's going to go up. And that we can send out immediately. Then we will be doing, because Michelle's going to be doing a sew-along with you for this. Then we are going to kit it. This is what the 2 backpacks look like. Isn't that fun? I think it's so fun that you don't have to buy all the yardage for this. It's just in a panel. You can just cut it apart. So you'll be making this. We're going to do another listing where it's going to have your panel, your hardware, your lining fabric, the cotton webbing for the straps, the fusible, and the bolsole. So there'll be 2 listings. I don't have all of that I can price it out, so that'll go up too. It takes a long time for me to price it up, do all the pictures and all of that, so I just didn't have time for that. This will go up tomorrow. If you want the full kit, that will go up probably next week, and we'll be able to get plenty
Lori,
of that.
could you grab that?
Okay. This is up. Da-da-da-da. I brought my stacky stack. Becky Thompson is doing, from Power Tools with Thread, is doing Autumn Love. I ordered all the fabric. We're probably going to have enough for maybe about 20 kits. You can choose your size because there's 3 different sizes. Our kit is only going to be the large cuts. That's it. So you're going to have to go online. I was like, when are the fat quarter bundles and the pre-cuts coming out? And they're like, that came out like a year ago. So I had to buy mine online. I bought a fat quarter bundle online. But I would just go on and get that online as quick as possible. But they are, if you look at it, and it's online, so you can see it. This is, I didn't buy all of the bolts because it was probably, it's going to be a really big bill, just so you know.
Did you put it on the new credit card?
I think so.
It's okay.
I want to say it would have been like, because what is this? This is like maybe 30 or 40 bolts that I would have had to buy. So I'm doing the large cuts only, but you can choose if you want to do the wall quilt, lap quilt, or throw quilt. You're going to have to add in the fat quarter bundle. You're going to have to buy that someplace else. But you're going to have to add that in to complete the project. This is only going to be for like the background, like the borders, like whatever it calls for a lot of. And it's not going to be ready until the end of the month. Riley Blake just moved to their warehouse. That's why I'm still waiting for my stuff from them.
But this is online.
Yeah, that's online.
Okay.
Okay, that's online. Wait, I had a list here. New kits, and what's this in my pile? I brought in all my piles. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe that's it. Is that all I had to talk about? I was like, get comfy, because there's so much. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm done. And I'm going to try not to freak out. But I've been freaking out.
I didn't realize, I don't know why, but this morning I realized how much you...
freak out. Michelle brought these over. These are so pro. She is going to be doing a patch class, and I think this is a patch class. She's going to be doing one through Artspira, I think, through this store, and then she's going to do a software class one, which is going to be as a contractor. She does some stuff where it's just through Michelle. We put it on our website to help her out, but it'll be through her. If you look at her patches are so pro. So if you are wanting to do patches, learn how to do patches. When she gets her class up, you need to, it's not up yet. Do you like this? We're like, you want it? You can't have it. You want it? Look, can't have it. Not yet. We're working really hard to get all of that up for you. So we will let you know about that, but I did want to give you that little teaser because it is so ridiculously cute. And then finally next week, and then I'm going to go because the ladies are here getting set up right now. Next week is, what's going on next week that I need to talk to you about? I am getting a haircut. If you were thinking it was getting too long. Avenir Picture Play. The first class of Avenir Picture Play is going to be on Wednesday. You can still get signed up if there's spots open for that. If you want to sign up for that and you're not able to get in, call me because I have some people that are just going to be watching. We might be able to squeeze you in for that. And then we're doing a multi-needle project party here in the store for the people that have the machines. You can sign up for that as well. And we just have lots of other stuff coming up.
So
look on the calendar.
One last thing. So if there is something that you want and that you know you want and you're coming to the show, make sure you let me know what you want before the show. We know price increases are coming. I haven't figured out what we're going to do as far as ordering. We've actually been busy and have been ordering a lot, so our order volume is high. But I don't think I'm going to fill our stock room with machines pre-tariffs because, quite frankly, things have been kind of slow the last couple of weeks, which is okay. Like it's actually all right. But but not knowing what things look like, I'm not going to fill a stock room with a bunch of machines that may sit there for the summer. So if there is something that you want, you know you want it, and you're coming to deal with us at the show for it, let's do a deal now, and I'll just get it now and have it for you at the show. I mean, you can pay for it at the show. But But that is basically what my suggestion would be, because my knee-jerk reaction is I'm not going to do any panic buying either. There's just way too much uncertainty out there, and just quite frankly, our expenses across the board, parts, notions, fabric, etc., are all going up, and the last thing I'm going to do is put us in a difficult situation going into the summer, which tends to be slower for us anyways. So, hey, Jeannie, regarding the patch class, regular machine or 10 needle?
What was that?
Is the patch class on the regular machine or the 10 needle?
I have no idea. Michelle will talk. Hey, Michelle.
Well, Jeannie, we have another live stream that we need to get set up for, so we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about it
we'll talk
tomorrow.
about the patch class tomorrow.
It's
We
a
put the
Michelle
patches
question.
over here. And then, did we answer?
I'm panicking.
I think we answered everything. I love you. I wish you worked less.
Someday.
That's, yeah, but you just
No
keep
time for
saying
hugs.
that. All right. Bye. We'll see you ladies tomorrow.